Welcome to the Jennifer Hudson Show. All season long, we've been talking about choosing joy. Sometimes it's easy to do, and sometimes it's not. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Only in darkness can you see the stars." Well, today, we want to show you those stars by honoring heroes. Hurricane season has devastated lots of communities, and survivors have been left to pick up the pieces. Take a look. Every year, communities brace themselves for hurricane season. In 2024, we have seen record-high devastation with 11 storms, and it's still not over. Most notably, Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton brought unpredicted destruction. Powerful storms left entire communities shattered and reeling from the aftermath. Helene, a Category 4 hurricane, brought high winds, extreme rainfall, unprecedented flash flooding, and storm surges onto southwestern Virginia down to Florida. Residents face health risks from mud, toxic air, and unclean water, and nearly 2 million people were left without power. The death toll surpassed 250 across the area, becoming one of the deadliest hurricanes to strike the U.S. mainland in the last 50 years. Then, only a few weeks later, Hurricane Milton caused widespread devastation in Florida, ripping up homes and neighborhoods, and even tearing up the dome of Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Bay Rays. The 2024 hurricane season has not only cost many lives, it has also caused over $100 billion in damage. And there are hundreds of people still thought to be missing. While aid efforts are underway, for many communities, the future is unclear as they rebuild and grieve the loss of loved ones. The road to recovery will be long, but we have not forgotten. Amid the destruction are stories of resilience, and that's what we're celebrating today, our heroes. Let's get started, y'all. Our first guest has made his life mission to provide meals to people around the world who have been affected by natural disasters. Joining us via Zoom, please welcome renowned chef José Andrés. Come on out. Wow. You are one of those heroes. It is so good to see you again. How are you? Tell us, you are the founder of the World Central Kitchen. Can you tell us about your organization?
World Central Kitchen was founded with a very simple idea that cooks like me, cooks around America, cooks around the world, supported by an army of empathy and goodness and volunteers everywhere, we could join forces to bring food and water in the middle of the chaos. We were founded after the earthquake that killed tens of thousands of people in Haiti, the capital, in Haiti, in the capital, in Port-au-Prince. And I went there, I began cooking in different villages, and I saw that, yes, that sometimes big problems have simple solutions, and sometimes use one plate of food at a time is how you began helping people.
Wow, and you've done just that. Thank you so much for that. You have been active in providing food relief to affected Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. What has been the response of the people you have helped?
And Hurricane John. And obviously the post effects, we saw that North Carolina was this huge amount of water around Asheville. So,
right.
We've been in the last few months alone, we've been in Florida, in North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia. We've done close to 2 million meals alone on Milton and Helene.
2 million meals.
And we've done almost 1 million meals also in Hurricane John. And we've been delivering by air, land, and sea. We had, many restaurants. We always open our own kitchens. But when we can, we partner with local restaurants. Why? Because locals know best. I spend myself a lot of time joining my team in Asheville, where the only way to deliver after the bridges, the roads were destroyed, was by helicopter. And we will be going to very remote villages that the only way we could bring in water or diapers or baby formula or hot food was by using those helicopter. So World Central Kitchen, we adapt. And we adapt, always listening to what people need. People don't want our pity. People want our respect.
Right.
And the only way you give respect to the people is being next to them and listening to what they need.
What they need.
That's what World Central Kitchen does.
Wow. World Central Kitchen is powered by individuals coming together to help others. Can you tell me more about the volunteers? Who are the type of people that are volunteering?
Oh my God, it's all of the above. I mean, for me, one of the things that sometimes, in a beautiful way, just warms my heart is that very often in these catastrophes, the schools close, but the families come together. And for me, it's sometimes fascinating to see that children will come to make sandwiches with their dad and their mom. And they don't come one day, they come every day, because I learned that in these catastrophes, what World Central Kitchen does very well is we allow all those people to join us, because people sometimes, if they're okay, they don't want to be home watching the horror on TV.
They want
to be part of the action. So
Yes.
we will get, obviously, restaurants are the heart of who we are. Food people, restaurant people, from barman, sommeliers, chefs, cooks. But then we learned that everybody has a talent. Everybody has a moment of leadership. Even people that tell us, one day I will love to join you. I always tell them, don't worry. The day that we will need you, you will know. You will get that call inside you. And it's beautiful just to see that people will, not only in the towns we're helping or in the states we're helping, but people even will travel from other countries used to join us because maybe they work with us in another place, they learn, and all of a sudden they're bringing that new gain expertise to help other people. This is the gift that keeps on giving. You've been there helping me, now I'm gonna go help you.
Right. Yes. And before you go, can you tell us how we all can get involved in this amazing organization?
Well, I invite everybody, obviously, to go to the webpage, worldcentralkitchen.org. There you will see what we do. In the event something happens, I want everybody to know that we will be next to you.
All right. Well, we thank you so much. Thank you to you and your volunteers for all the amazing work you are doing. Please keep it up. We want to make a difference. We'll be right back. Our next guest is an extraordinary hero who is helping others during a devastating time. Take a look.
I'm Steve Lambert. I'm the general manager of the Cambria Madeira Beach Hotel in St. Pete area. We had 2 hurricanes, and I opened my hotel up in order to help our Barrier Island residents find shelter during those hurricanes. During the first storm, I had a full hotel, and I have floor-to-ceiling windows in this property that overlooks the town. And we saw couches go by and doors go by during that flooding. It really got emotional. There were residents' belongings floating through that soon people recognized. I made the decision that I was going to help everyone who would come in that I could help. I lived in 13 foster homes. Some of my moves included a trash bag with my clothes. That is a positive empathy builder for anyone. I have this instinct in me that it doesn't matter their situation prior to coming into my world, but when they're homeless, I have that little toolbox. It's something that doesn't go away.
Wow. From St. Petersburg, Florida, please welcome Steve Lambert. Thank you so much, Steve, for being here. It's an honor. Wow. All is love for you.
Crazy.
So, Steve, you were hit by both hurricanes, Helene and Milton.
Yeah.
How are things in your area right now?
Well, you know, I went out on my motorcycle about 10 days after the storm, and when you see the couches and the kitchen sets and the bureaus for every home on a beach, you say,
On the beach.
We're all in this together. Like, everybody, doesn't matter.
This is amazing. And you stay at the hotel with the displaced.
Absolutely.
Why do you feel obligated to do that?
Absolutely. You know, the hotel's fairly young, and instead of just shutting the doors and fleeing, we, including owners, we stayed in, and we thought it would be wise. The sheriff allowed us to keep a safe hotel with people, and I wasn't going to leave one guest in the building, forget 150.
Right.
So that's not a choice. The last guest to leave, then I might go.
Wow, but you're there to stay the course.
Yes.
Even that, wow,
Yep.
that is amazing.
Yep.
That's commitment,
Thank you.
dedication.
Appreciate it.
And you sheltered hundreds of people. Does anyone stand out for you?
I'll tell you an Army veteran named Dan Miles, and how I met him was after the first storm was ripping up the cabanas on the roof. I heard a voice yelling, "Get out of here, the storm's ripping up your hotel." And I look, and there he is across from me on the marina yelling. He made his way in waist-deep water, and he's still with me. He's been integral with getting his neighbors out.
I love how you guys are sticking together.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Well, should we bring Dan out here?
Dan here.
Let's get Dan out here. Come on out, Dan. There's old Dan. Aww. Hi, Dan. Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in. All this love for both of you guys.
I know what he eats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I love how you know the people. That means you're truly committed.
He's a neighbor's angel. He looks after everyone in his complex. So, nope, it goes to you, man.
Yeah.
The love, the
Yeah.
brotherhood, the togetherness. That's what we need in the world.
Yes.
Dan, what do you have to say? Like, what he has provided, what does that mean to you?
He was a guiding light, I'll be honest, because after it was over and I went to the hotel, this is humanity.
Humanity.
Okay?
Yes.
I'm going to say this because he could have said no. And at that time, I'm a combat veteran. I've been through a lot. That experience was like no other.
Wow.
So he means a lot. He was a savior.
This is so beautiful. This is what it's about. I see you getting emotional. Steve, tell me how you feeling right now. What are you thinking?
The hospitality field is Latin and the word care is in there, and we've gotten so smart with everything. I wouldn't think of a hotel person who would have turned away Dan or little Jewel, who's 1 year old, whose mother walked a mile in the hurricane. Everyone lost their cars, their house, their phones. How could you not?
Wow. Yeah. Woo, child, God always got somebody. And before we go, now Dan, I hear you help the people too. Tell us about what you've done for them.
It was Vincent. I'm 61, he was 88. We both went through this experience living on the bottom of the second floor. And I came back and I saw this person sitting in his condo by himself, and it was hot. And I basically, I went up there and told Vincent, hey, you cannot stay here.
He had no power. They had no power. This man, this 90-year-old, 88-year-old man chose to stay with no power for days with no air conditioning. And it was because of Sweetheart, his bird.
His bird.
His bird.
His bird. He told me, he goes, I don't know if I can go anywhere, because he was more worried about his bird than himself.
So he popped the question. He came in and said, Stephen,
back to him.
Would you like to help someone out? I said, well, I think I will. And he said, well, this gentleman has a bird named Sweetheart. I said, let's go. We grabbed valet, went in his house, and got him out. And he's our resident guy. I sometimes...
I love this. I love the heart in it all. We'll be right back. Our next guest lit up the screen on the hit show Scandal and continues to shine as a passionate humanitarian. From Asheville, North Carolina, please welcome Bellamy Young. It's an honor to meet you.
My stars in heaven, I'm so happy to be here with you. Thank you for bringing so much joy, especially in times that are hard.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing I want to know, is your family okay in Asheville?
Thank you so much for asking about that. They are a lot of my family has moved on before this, but my friends and loved ones are okay. And I think about, we lost 250 people in the storm, and Asheville itself lost over 100. But I'm so grateful for what endures.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Tell us what you love most about your hometown.
Oh, growing up, it was just the beauty of the mountains, how they kind of hold you in an embrace, and the 4 different seasons, there's always something. It's like a big virtual reality TV. Oh, yeah, And the delicious food and the amazing music. But I gotta tell you, the best news story I heard when we could finally communicate with Asheville again, because there were days that we didn't know what had happened, who had lived, who had died. And then we started to get news, and it was so much worse than we could have fathomed,
right?
Because we never thought anything like this would hit our part of the world. But the first news story I heard that was good was about the drum circle coming back to Pritchard Park in the center of Asheville. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Asheville, and you're gonna hear me talk like this now.
Oh, I hear it.
My hometown. But we have an amazing drum circle, and everybody shows up, whoever wants to be there. And I thought, that's it.
That's
Even
it.
the storm
That's the spirit
can't
of it all.
kill the beating heart of Asheville.
The spirit, yes. Yes. And then you have your Scandal family. You guys are gonna do something. Tell us about that.
Oh, we are my beautiful Scandal family. I don't know if y'all came on the journey with us.
We all did.
It was such a blessing, continues to be. But when this happened, I was so bereft and just wanting to help in any way. And you feel so small in the moment, because it's true, whatever we can give makes a difference.
Yes.
And I thought, let me see if I can give the love of my Scandal family, because it heals me all the time. We have this crazy WhatsApp thread, and I just asked them, would you help me try and help my hometown?
Wow.
And everybody was in immediately. We're gonna do a fundraiser, you guys. You're welcome, please join us. It's online on Sunday.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, you can watch and it'll be silly. Or there's sweepstakes where you can read with us. So that deadline ends today, but come and be a part of our fundraiser and help Asheville heal.
All right, let's help Asheville heal. I love that. Now I have to ask you, have you ever gone back and watched Scandal before?
No. I mean, I didn't watch it the first time. I'm of a certain age demographic, and we were tweeting, so I can't do 2 things at once. I was like doing this with my phone, and it was playing like a podcast. But I did go back and watch it, trying to find an episode for the fundraiser, and I thought, y'all, this is good. Like, Scandal's a good show.
That's when you realized
the next
it.
episode.
Oh, it was good, all right.
I was so proud to be a part.
Do you think it will ever be a reboot?
Honey, we would show up tonight.
Uh-oh. We would love that. Also, you're raising awareness about something else very important to you. Can you tell us about that?
I am. The other thing I would love to mention, thank you for asking me, and this did happen when I was growing up in Asheville with my dad. He had a liver disease process that we just didn't know what was going on. So it started with a cirrhosis diagnosis. We kind of thought that was the end of the journey. But he kept getting worse in different ways that we couldn't understand. And he wound up being diagnosed with hepatic encephalopathy, which is impossible to say and impossible to hear. And at the time, we had a lot of shame around it, because it was born out of a problem with alcohol. So we just started to ignore it, and we didn't really have anything to, we didn't have any resources. But I get to talk about it today because so much has changed. There's so much more that we know, so much more that can happen, and most of all, there's a community. Nobody has to feel alone.
Right.
So everybody can go to my Insta and check it out, find out more.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Hey, thanks for asking.
Oh my goodness, you're such a light. I love it. I love it. Now this season, it's all about choosing joy. So I want to know from you, how do you choose joy?
I think my inroad to joy is always gratitude, Whenever anything is down and hard, there's always something to be grateful for. And I feel like you're proving that today. I'm grateful to be a part of this. I'm grateful for you to put love into the air when there is pain and hardship around. And yeah.
Thank you for that, and thank you so much. Will you come back again and see us?
Anytime, my love.
You're
Anytime.
awesome. Go to our website to find out more about the Scandal Cast live script reading. We'll be right back. Just 32 days after opening their dream business, our next guest watched it get destroyed in Hurricane Helene. From Asheville, North Carolina, please welcome Brandon and Davey. Come on out. We're here to celebrate you guys because, you know, we understand what you've been through and we thank you for being here.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you for having us.
Oh my goodness. Okay, tell us about your space you created in the community.
So we wanted to create a place that was a welcoming place for everybody in the community, whether you're what your race was, what your sexual orientation was, what your religion was, a community space, a bar, coffee shop, and we did it.
Is there anything you want to answer?
Well, the crazy thing is so we've been lifelong bartenders. I met him, he was my bartender 10 years ago. And when we got married, we had our wedding rehearsal at this bar. And when 4 years later, we decided to open up a bar. The place that was for lease was the place we got married at.
So a lot of significance.
It felt kismet, yeah.
Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, well, tell us about Day Trip, like in the destruction. What happened with that?
So after the destruction, it was like, it felt like you were watching a scene from an apocalypse movie. It didn't feel real. We didn't know the building was destroyed until like 5 days after because you couldn't even get down there because the waters were so high. We got 23 feet of water in our building.
23 feet.
23 feet of water. And then in the following weeks, there's a lot of survivor's guilt. If you were able to get out and go take a shower, if you went a couple hours away to get a hot meal. We still don't have clean water. We still can't drink it. Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot. And your building was destroyed, but your spirits are not destroyed, right?
No, our spirits are still there.
Yeah, we're still strong. Yeah. We're going to be rebuilding our business.
You rebuilding the business?
Yes, we're rebuilding the business.
Come on, they rebuilding the business. That's right, because it's necessary.
Not only are we coming back, but we have been given the opportunity to recreate a long-standing bar that closed down, and now we are reopening it. For the next 3 months, we will be doing a pop-up of our bar that is gone, and then when those 3 months are over, we'll reopen our Day Trip.
Come on.
Yeah.
An even grander plan. I love it. What is the thing you want people to take away from all of this?
Well, I just think something that it was really beautiful to see the community come together.
Yes.
You know, especially in such a heightened time right before an election, and no questions were asked. It was if you needed help, you were there.
It didn't matter what sign you had in your yard. It didn't matter. We were all family. We were all local.
While we were doing our donations, we did a lot of gathering of donations and getting them out to where they needed to be. And this little girl, Kenzie, came up to us, and she had made about 100 of these bracelets. These WNC, Western North Carolina Strong.
Wow.
And it was really
I love that
touching.
you have it.
Yeah.
And I would say there's two main things that I wanted for people to take out of this is if you're going through a natural disaster, if you're living through something, whether you're in the city that it's happening to, you're outside of, people are like, what can I do to help? What do I need to do? My brother can't leave the house because of anxiety. I have the capacity to go out and be boots on the ground. If you need to go out and volunteer, or if you need to stay inside all day and listen to your new Christmas album, The Gift of Love, over and over and over and over.
Tell them.
You do whatever you have to do to show up for yourself, because if you cannot take care of yourself, you cannot take care of your community. Yeah.
Well said. Thank you,
And
guys.
I do have one more exciting piece of news
what's
to let
that?
y'all know. The bar where we're doing our pop-up, we've actually bought into that bar, and so that is now going to be our bar, and it's
gonna
called the
rename
Malvern, which is what it used to be called.
Oh.
It's a long-time institution, and we're going to be bringing that back as well.
Congratulations. All right, y'all bringing a joy
Yeah.
in it all.
Yes, and our bars, both of our bars now, it doesn't matter. If you are a queer person, if you are a trans person, if you are a person of color, if you are a woman, if you are someone who does not feel seen, we see you and you are welcome at our spot.
That is necessary.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Will you guys come back again and see us?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much for spreading joy and a safe place for everybody, okay? To find out more about how you can help rebuild Asheville, check out JHud's Instagram page below. Okay, we'll be right back. Our next guests are powerful women making a difference after Hurricane Helene. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Angela Scarberry, and I live in Eastern Tennessee. After Helene, one of my daughter's friends went missing. I went onto social media and I saw where a lot of families didn't know where to turn. I made a page so that people could report their missing loved ones. I made a spreadsheet and I was manually inputting names that were coming in that were missing, where they were missing from.
I created the Maui Missing People spreadsheet that assisted with recovery efforts here in Maui. And then I assisted Angela in North Carolina with the same system. Our data was then sent over to the United Cajun Navy so that they could be the boots on the ground.
The United Cajun Navy is a group of volunteers who work tirelessly without pay to provide immediate relief during natural disasters.
I have deployed to almost every single storm in the last 10 years, and this one has been by far the worst. There are still areas that do not have power, they do not have water, they do not have heat.
We're also moving more into the recovery and the relief phase of everything. We're still coming together, we're still working, and we're not going to give up.
North Carolina needs help. They need help rebuilding. The community that I saw in the Appalachian Mountains is so special.
I'm honored to be a part of a group of such empowering women to make a lasting impact for those in Western North Carolina.
Joining us is Hero Angela. Wow. This love is for you. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
You have done a great thing. Your group has over 95,000 members. Did you ever imagine the impact that it would have?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
No, in the beginning I did it for my daughter who was missing, somebody that she knew. And then all of a sudden these names started coming in of all the missing people, and they just kept coming in and kept coming in. And it was very emotional, exhausting, mentally.
Right.
And I just knew I couldn't give up. I couldn't quit for these people. They needed a platform to be able to reconnect with their families.
Yeah, is that the thing that kept you driving towards it? Because you said it's exhausting, so.
Yes, just to be able to help them, knowing that they were people out there not knowing where their family was,
Wow.
you know, and I felt like I could help in some way.
You've helped so many. That has to feel amazing, making the difference you're making. You work with Ashley and Emily, volunteers from the United Cajun Navy, but you haven't met them yet in person?
No, we're like a big virtual family right now.
Yes.
Everybody, all the volunteers that we have come together for the whole effort. We're just a big virtual family. I feel like I give them virtual hugs. So,
Yes.
Yeah, but they did, Ashley, I was able to talk to her on the phone. At one point, she called me to let me know that she found somebody and wanted me to call to reconnect that family. And he had been on the list for 20 days.
20 days. Woo. Well, you know what? Can we bring them out? How about we bring them out, guys? Yes. Come on out, Emily and Ashley. Angela, there they are. You can get a real hug now. A real hug. of all, thank you for everything you ladies are doing together. It is an honor to have you here. We're here to just celebrate you because you are heroes. It is awesome what you're doing. It really is. And brave as well. Now, how does it feel to meet each other in person?
It's really cool.
I know, it's great.
We're here. Yeah, that's really cool.
What in the world? Now I can only imagine what more y'all could do in a room together. You know what I mean? Because it's been amazing. What has been the driving force for you ladies through all of this?
I think just the willingness to help. I think during a natural disaster, there's always this pull that everybody feels as humans. And some people have the ability to get up and go, some people don't.
Right.
And I think that's the really cool thing about disaster relief is we all kind of have our parts, whether you can be on the ground, whether you can be from home. Volunteering is volunteering, and there's always somewhere we need help.
Well said, well said. Now recovery is far from over, for sure, right?
We are currently in phase 2 of recovery.
Phase 2.
We are in phase 2. We help families bridge that gap between what is happening now, what their insurance or their personal finances can afford, and where we can come in and bridge that gap and mend what's broken for these families.
So well said. God always got somebody. That's you ladies.
Yes,
Can you
ma'am.
stick around for a little bit? We're grateful to have you here. More with the Hurricane Heroes. Next, we'll be right back. We're back with 3 very special JHud heroes. You guys are heroes. I cannot say it enough. Okay? Woo. How does it make you feel to hear people call you heroes?
Definitely not a hero. No, I feel like I'm doing this because this is what God put me on earth for. And how I was raised, you help your neighbors.
Help your neighbors.
Help your neighbors, and you help people, others that are in need that can't help themselves.
Oof. Yes.
And then I just feel like, thank you. I feel like, if I was ever in the same situation, I just pray that somebody would come help me.
Ashley, what do you have?
I also don't think I'm a hero. I think there's a lot more people out there who are more heroic than I am. But I will say, coming from a background in animal rescue, being able to see that need and being able to help, for me and my soul, is really just heartwarming. It fills my cup to be able to help others. And really the true heroes out there, the EMS workers, the firemen, the search and rescue people, the linemen, all the military, everybody that came in to assist and came together. We're just a small group of women.
But it shows everybody has a part.
That just were able to bring together, to help.
Yes. Emily?
She said it very well. She said we're just we're a group of women who come together. And for me, when someone says, how does it feel to make you be a hero? I'm not. We are. We all are together. We're just humans helping humans.
I love
We
that.
are. Yes. We're coming together to help those that are continually in need, and we couldn't do it as individuals. We only do it by taking each other's hands and staying connected continually. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Wow. This is so moving, but I love everything you ladies are doing and saying. And here at the Happy Place, we love to honor you guys. And so someone wanted to give you a message, so take a look.
Thank you so much, Angela, for making that Facebook group. I was able to find 2 of my friends. Words can't even begin to describe my gratitude to you. Thank you. Thank you to the United Cajun Navy. Thank you for the Boots to Ground operation.
Hi, Angela. I'm the dad in Texas that you and the United Cajun Navy helped find my son and his mom. Thank you for everything you guys are doing. You guys are truly doing God's work.
Angela, you've empowered so many, and we're here to support you anytime along the way.
Your selflessness and determination to help those in need, to help us find our loved ones, to make sure that people have shelter, to rescuing people, has not gone unnoticed.
Hey Mom, I am so proud of you. I know you started this just to help with my friend, but it's definitely expanded and helped so many other people in different ways. I just hope that you see now how many people that this has actually helped. I love you.
Angela, I see you in tears. How does this make you feel seeing that?
speechless.
Speechless.
Yeah.
Speechless.
I mean, I just feel like that's just a very small part, and just knowing I was raised to help other people. I was raised to help your neighbor, and I'm hoping that I'm passing that on to my children and my grandchildren.
Yes.
And I didn't imagine this happening this way, but this is going to be happening for another long time. It's going to continue to, we need help, these people in particular, but there's other disasters that could happen too, and I don't feel like I'm going to give up. I'm going to continue with this one at least for the couple of years it's going to take to, we're all working together, but we have other organizations out there too that join in with our efforts. And like she said, we're in the next phase now. We're actually in the relief phase. We're helping people rebuild their homes and their roadways and that type of stuff. But I'm not giving up on the people that are missing either.
Wow. Thank you guys so much for what you are doing. For more information about Angela's Facebook group or the United Cajun Navy, check out our website. We'll be right back.